In a quiet village, surrounded by hills and rivers, a baby girl was born on a night the moon turned red. Her name was Zuba. But Zuba was not like the other children. Her hair was white and her eyes were as red as fire. To the villagers, she was a curse. Some said she brought bad luck. Others whispered that spirits lived inside her. Even her own mother looked at her with fear. Zuba grew up alone. No one played with her. No one talked to her. No one loved her. But Zuba was kind. She loved the flowers. She listened to the birds. She sat by the river and talked to the wind as if it could hear her. And sometimes it did. One day, while sitting under the big baobab tree, she heard a voice. "Zuba," it said, "you are not cursed. You are chosen." She looked around. No one was there. Then the wind blew again, and the voice returned. "Your gift is hidden. Your journey has just begun." From that moment, Zuba's world began to change. The animals followed her. The river spoke in whispers, and dreams showed her faces of people she'd never met. But danger was near. The village chief had seen Zuba talking to the wind. He feared her, and when crops began to die, the people blamed her again. "This girl must leave, or we will all suffer." And that night, Zuba was chased into the dark forest with nothing but her name and a voice in the wind to guide her. She was only 10, but the forest would make her strong. And in the heart of that darkness, her real story would begin. Zuba walked through the forest alone, cold, scared, and hungry. The trees were tall. Their branches looked like arms reaching out to grab her. But she didn't stop. She couldn't. The village had thrown her out. Her mother had not said a word. And now, the only friend she had was the voice in the wind. "Zuba," the wind whispered, "you are close." Close to what? She didn't know. She kept walking until she saw a light, a small hut hidden deep in the forest. Smoke was rising from it. Zuba knocked. Slowly, the door creaked open, and there stood an old woman with one eye, gray hair, and skin wrinkled like old tree bark. But her smile was warm. Old woman's soft voice. "Come in, child. The forest told me you are coming." Zuba was afraid, but something about the old woman felt safe. Inside the hut, the walls were filled with drawings. Animals, stars, moons, and a girl with red eyes. It was Zuba. "Who are you?" Zuba asked. The old woman sat by the fire. "I am Mama Kogi. I protect the forest, and you, Zuba, are its daughter." Zuba didn't understand. She was just a girl, a cursed girl. But Mama Kogi shook her head. "You're not cursed, my child. You were born with Ajanu, the power of nature. That's why the wind speaks to you, why the animals follow you." Zuba looked down at her hands. "But I don't feel powerful." Mama Kogi placed a beaded necklace around Zuba's neck. It glowed. "Power doesn't always feel strong at first, but it's in you." Just then, there was a loud growl outside. Something was coming. Something dark. Mama Kogi stood up. "They found you, Zuba. The shadow ones." Zuba's heart pounded. Who are they? Why were they looking for her? One thing was clear. Her journey had just begun. in this forest was only the beginning. Zuba stood frozen. Her legs felt weak. Her heart was beating fast. Outside the hut, dark shadows moved. Their shapes twisted like smoke. Their eyes red like fire. Zuba, whispering, "What are they?" Mama Kogi's voice was low. Mama Kogi said, "They are the shadow ones, born from fear, fed by hate. They were sent to stop you." Zuba didn't understand. She had never hurt anyone. Why would they want to stop her? Mama Kogi held her staff tightly. Mama Kogi said, "Your power, Zuba, is light. And light, it scares darkness." Suddenly, bang! The door shook. The shadow ones were trying to break in. Mama Kogi said firmly, "You must run, child, deeper into the forest. There's a tree with golden roots. Touch it. It will protect you." Zuba shook her head. She said, "I don't want to leave you." Mama Kogi smiled sadly. She said, "Go now. You're not ready to fight them yet." With tears in her eyes, Zuba grabbed a small satchel Mama Kogi gave her. Inside, a stone that glowed blue. She ran, fast, through the trees, past the owls, the wind, and the thick vines. Behind her, screams and roars. Mama Kogi was fighting, but Zuba had to keep going. Then she saw it. A huge tree, glowing faintly, its roots like rivers of gold. Zuba placed her hand on the tree. Whoosh! A burst of light swallowed her. When she opened her eyes, she wasn't in the forest anymore. She stood in a glowing place. The sky was purple. The ground shimmered. And before her stood a boy with silver eyes. He smiled. "Boy, I've been waiting for you, Zuba." Zuba didn't know where she was, but she knew her journey had only just begun. Zuba stared at the boy. He had silver eyes that sparkled like the moon. His hair was short and curly, the color of night. And around his neck, a necklace with a glowing red bead. Zuba, nervous. "Where am I?" The boy smiled gently. "You are safe. This is the between place, a world between dreams and magic." Zuba looked around. The sky was purple. Trees floated in the air. Birds had glowing wings. Everything felt strange, but peaceful. "Zuba, who are you?" The boy, "My name is Kael. I've been waiting for you for a long time." Zuba blinked. "Why?" Kael stepped closer. "Because your power can end the curse, the one that started everything. The curse that broke your family and mine." Zuba's heart skipped. "Zuba, softly, my family?" Kael nodded. He pointed to the glowing red bead around his neck. "This bead was your mother's. She gave it to mine before the curse came. Our families were once protectors of light." Zuba sat down, her head spinning. Her mother? She barely remembered her. Was she part of this magic too? "Kyle, you must train. The shadow ones are growing stronger. The curse is waking up. and only you can stop it. Zuba looked up at Kael. His silver eyes were kind, but full of sadness. Zuba, softly, but I don't even know how. Kael reached out his hand. Then let me show you. Zuba took his hand, and in that moment, a soft light wrapped around them. Zuba felt something deep inside her chest stir. A warmth, a strength, something ancient, something hers. She wasn't just a girl anymore. She was the one the curse feared. Zuba stood at the edge of the shadow cave. Dark winds howled. Black mist curled from the rocks. Kael stood beside her, holding the glowing red bead. This is it. Once we step in, there's no going back. Zuba's heart raced. Inside that cave, the curse waited. The same curse that had broken her family. The same curse that had taken Kaya's mother. Together, they stepped in. Everything turned silent. Suddenly, boom! A flash of black lightning cracked the sky. From the shadows, a tall, hooded figure appeared. Its voice was cold, cruel. "You think you can end me, little girl?" Zuba trembled, but didn't step back. "No, I know I can." The curse laughed a terrible sound. It reached for her, black smoke swirling like snakes. Zuba closed her eyes. She remembered Kael's training. She remembered her mother's voice in a dream. "You are light, my child. Even in darkness, shine." Zuba raised her hands. The red bead on Kael's necklace glowed, then floated into her palms. Her chest burned, not with fear, but with power. Suddenly, whoosh! A golden light burst from Zuba's body, pushing the darkness back. The curse screamed, twisting, shrinking. "This ends now!" With one final flash, the cave cracked and exploded in light. The curse was gone. Just like that. Peace returned. The sky turned blue. The land bloomed again. Kael smiled, tears in his eyes. "You did it." Zuba looked at her hands, then at the sun rising over the hills. She didn't feel small anymore. She felt whole, strong, and free. Zuba returned to her village. She was no longer the girl with bad luck. She was the girl who faced her fears and chose to become light. Sometimes, the darkness inside us feels too heavy, but even the smallest light can defeat the deepest shadow. We all carry light. The real question is, will you choose to shine?